how does one simply impress on a racing game? Like, how does one even do that? Well, I played this game long enough to tell you all about it, so there you go. I think I've decided to do this as a bit of a mixture between the previous installment and this installment because, why not? Hello there, everybody. This is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome to another edition of Platinum Impressions, in which I talk about games and yada yada yada. So, this time we're going to be talking about Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U and some of Mario Kart 7, because they pretty much play the same. So, for the uninitiated about Mario Kart, because I need myself to explain things. Mario Kart is a racing game made by Nintendo. It's been frustrating the hell out of people since the early 90s, and we love the game so much. Since this is the 8th installment of the series, this is coming from a guy who's played every Mario Kart game. From Super Mario Kart all the way up to Mario Kart 8. Yes, even the GBA Mario Kart. So, I can definitely say that this is pretty much a mixture between Mario Kart 7's gameplay and Mario Kart Wii's gameplay. And basically before I get into that, basically what Mario Kart is about, it's a racing game where you screw each other over by using items as weapons such as green shells, bananas, and the dreaded blue shell, which always targets the player in first place. And you drift, you race throughout tracks, you have to deal with gimmicks in Mario Kart, like in Double Dash you have two people on the same carts. You have bikes and carts in Mario Kart Wii, and you have kart customization in Mario Kart 7, and you have it in 8 as well. So Mario Kart, it's just basically still the most popular racing game in gaming history, actually, because if any people disagree that Mario Kart is lesser than Gran Turismo, what is wrong with you? Also Need for Speed, but anyway, even though I like Need for Speed, anyway. So Mario Kart 8 is basically like Mario Kart 7 and Wii in a way. Basically, it takes Mario Kart 7's gameplay and adds elements from Mario Kart Wii and mashes them all into one single entity of a game. So, yeah, I'm going to be comparing Mario Kart 7 to Mario Kart 8 a lot, so, yeah. So, Mario Kart 7 first introduced kart customization, which you pick your body of the kart, you pick the wheels of the kart, and the glider of the kart. And all that affects your speed, acceleration, handling, etc., as well as the character too, based upon their weight. And Mario Kart 8 does indeed continue that amazing tradition, because I love kart customization there. It gives a lot of variety into the game as well. And especially with the character count into the game too, because compared to Mario Kart 7, which, understandably, it's a handheld game, so obviously it's not going to have as much as the console versions. But no Waluigi in 7 is unforgivable. Not the case here. Mario Kart 7 has a total of 30 characters, meaning also not only the return of Waluigi, but a bunch of new additions, including Baby Rosalina, which is undoubtedly the cutest thing ever aside from Luma's, and Pinko Peach, which people got the unbelievable reaction of, WTF, Nintendo? I'm not getting this game now. Well, you're getting this game, so shut up. But also we got the Koopalings into the mix now. Yes, all 7 Koopalings, meaning Iggy, Lemmy, Larry, Wendy, Roy, Morton, and Ludwig, Master Race, are in this game, and we're all very happy for them. And stuff. Yee. I keep saying yee. So definitely the character count is a lot more diverse in Mario Kart 8. Besides the random addition we have, since I think that's about a tradition that's been going on for quite a while, actually. Like Dry Bones in Mario Kart DS, King Boo and Petey Piranha in Double Dash, and Honeybee and Wiggler in 7. Jesus. So, yeah. So definitely there's a lot more variety in 8 than there ever was in 7, aside from the customizable carts. But of course, it's all about the courses that matter in Mario Kart 8 and 7 as well. And particularly compared to 7, I freaking love the majority of the new courses in Mario Kart 7. From Mushroom Cup alone, you're going to tell that this is going to be a completely different, well, a completely memorable experience, because Mario Kart 8's new gimmick this time around, or game-specific gimmick this time around, is, of course, the anti-gravity, which is advertised throughout the game's quote-unquote marketing standpoint, which is basically on all the new courses and certain retro courses for whatever reason. You have this anti-gravity zone that you go through, which your wheels turn sideways, and you run up sideways, you run through upside down, and it's actually quite the interesting visual experience, because Mario Circuit, you've never like experienced like that before. Like, you never went upside down in a Mario Kart game, and you wouldn't know that because the background actually rotates and not you, so that's a pretty smart move. And Twisted Mansion and Flower Cup is basically what I call Trippy Mansion, because throughout the underwater section, you're going sideways until you reach a certain point where you either go upside down or right side up. I always go upside down because I love going upside down in Mario Kart 8. Seriously. And most of the new courses are actually pretty cool. And no, wait, I should continue on the gravity thing. And here's the thing about the anti-gravity. Though it is a background spectacle, you'll want to bump into things, because that will give you a little bit of a boost, which is actually pretty useful in teams and by yourself. In teams, you can work together to get farther. In solo, you can just in solo gameplay, you can just screw everybody over. Well, it's not really necessarily a big boost, but it's just enough of a little bit of a boost, kind of like what you do in drifting. Which, yeah, they imported the drifting from 7 to 8, which was really jarring to me. But I've gotten used to it over time. Yeah. So, while the gameplay formula hasn't really changed at all, it's just the anti-gravity things that makes it all the more interesting. Also, the new items too. You got the boomerang, which is pretty awesome. You use it 3 times. The piranha plant, which is actually pretty awesome, because not only can you use it as a defense, you can also use it to knock out opponents in your way. But you can also gobble up items such as coins, items, or whatever. There you go. Like, actually, the one kind of item that people don't seem to like that's in this game is indeed the coin, which grants you 2 coins, which coins return from 7 as a means to get higher top speed. And a lot of people don't seem to like the coin, and I'm just like, really? You can just use it, and bam, your top speed is slightly increased. You can actually find it pretty useful if you know what you're doing, really. So, yeah, I don't mind the coin item so much. Yeah. And there's also the equivalent of the Lucky 7, the Crazy 8. But throughout recent times, actually, the Crazy 8 has gotten me more screwed than anything, because the Crazy 8 also includes the bomb in there, which I always make sure to throw the items behind me and then just get the star right away. I just want to get the star out of the way so I won't have to deal with the bomb, because the bomb just screws me over in so many areas. Like, really. So, can I actually get to the courses now? Because I really like to talk about them. Yeah, you can. Alright, so, about the courses themselves, most of them I found a lot more enjoyable and a lot more memorable than other Mario Karts were. Really. Because, well, Mario Kart Stadium is a brilliant first thing. It makes you just excited to go into the world of Mario Kart, and the music is great too. Oh yeah, you will hear me out about the music, believe you me. But, while I do find courses like Sweet Canyon, aka Sweet Mountain from Sonic Colors, alright, and Flower Cup's course is kind of hard for me the first time playing through because I got screwed over so many times in that. I found like Toad Harbor in Flower Cup to be awesome, really awesome. What were other courses in Flower Cup? Oh yeah, Mario Circuit, Twisted Mansion, and that. Mario Circuit was really good because it was trippy. Twisted Mansion I liked, but nothing will ever top the Star Cup, because the Star Cup in this game is my favorite in the entire series. It's just quickly shot off to be my favorite Star Cup in the series, because it included so many good, because it included 4 tracks that really stand out to me in Mario Kart. Like Sunshine Airport for all the references to Mario Sunshine. Like, it's basically the Delfino airstrip just upgraded. Dolphin Shows purely for music. Electro Drone, which is basically Mario Kart nightclub, the closest thing ever that Mario's gonna get to a strip club. And Mount Wario, which is a 3-section course. Which 3-section courses return from Mario Kart 7, and of course I really love 3-section courses in Mario Kart 7, and this one is no exception. Mount Wario, which is the final track of the Star Cup. Excellent. It's my favorite track in the entire game, because it's 3 sections. It has great music. I love the layout. It's all really good and fun. Yeah. And that's all followed up by the Special Cup, which contains my least favorite track in the game. Bone Dry Dunes, which it looks nice, but I just found I have more bad luck with it than anything, really. I like the other 3 courses, though. And yes, the other 3 courses. That's including the one that is kind of controversial. So, Cloud Top Cruise, love the music, love the layout. Bowser's Castle, heavy metal, and yeah, just heavy metal. Bowser's Castle in this game is just so metal in this game. And of course, Rainbow Road, the new Rainbow Road, which I gotta talk about. Which apparently, a lot of people don't seem to like this Rainbow Road too much. And I'm just like, you're dumb. I like this Rainbow Road. It looks so, it looks so visually awesome. The new Rainbow Road, actually, because there's 2 Rainbow Roads in this game. So the new Rainbow Road is really cool. It's like in my top 5 Rainbow Roads. When I first saw that in the Mario Kart 8 Direct, I was like, oh my god. My jaw just dropped on how amazing it looked. It uses Space Station themes too. It's just so great. But, you know, at the same time, I can understand why people might not like it as much. I mean, the colors of the rainbow aren't really so much washed out as they are in previous Rainbow Roads. It actually looks cool. Yeah. Plus the whole Space Station theme that a lot of people don't seem to like. And, well, I can kind of agree that even though it's not my favorite Rainbow Road, that distinction takes place with Mario Kart 7's Rainbow Road, because that Rainbow Road is amazing. Because it's 3 sections and it looks really cool driving around planets and such, and on the moon. The new Rainbow Road is cool. I like it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. In my top 5. Yeah. And now we're on the retro courses, which I don't remember most of them because I only played through the game like 1 time. But I remember the DS courses. I remember Donut Plains 3, obviously. N64 Royal Raceway. Yes. Yes, it looks so brilliant with the cherry blossoms. The only criticism I have with it, you can't visit Peach's castle anymore, which sucks. Yeah, that sucked. And, what other retro courses do I like on there? I like the DS TikTok Clock. I like Grumble Volcano on there. Yoshi Valley, which thankfully it no longer has that problem with the whole can't tell what place you're in until you finish. Even that, the computers have updated. The computers have updated to actually tell which place you are. But even then, the maze-like structure of the level can really still screw you over in that place. Oh, and also, I know for that trailer with the new courses and items feature, we all jizzed at the fact that N64 Rainbow Road was going to be in it. And I am one of those people. Like, before then, like, N64 Rainbow Road was my jam. It was my jam. And I'm so glad it's back in all its glory. N64 Rainbow Road is like my second favorite strategy game because it's so visually pleasing. It has a lot of little details, which this game has a lot of little details, which I can't really necessarily explain because that would take 2 decades. Like, N64 Rainbow Road might be just one gigantic lap, but who cares if it's too short? Who cares if it's not as long as the original Rainbow Road? But if it were me, I would have compromised and say 2 laps. But whatever. It's short, it's fun, it has a lot of little visual details, and a whole lot of great music attached to it. And yeah, I really love the courses in Mario Kart 8. I think Mario Kart 8 has, without doubt, the best selection of courses by far. Unless the next Mario Kart, whether it be named after a number or a system, or after another subtitle, just takes the cake for it, at very least. And now onward to online stuff. I'm so glad that the online for Wii U games are actually pretty stable. Because whenever I play Mario Kart Online, it's always freaking stable. It's pretty stable. It runs at 1080p, 60 FPS dedicated servers, which this past the E3 has done a lot of, and I'm just like, Mario Kart did it first. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 Online is actually pretty stable, but the only thing I can say for is that if you're not playing with friends, you have to choose between 3 courses and a random course. Whereas if you're playing with friends, you can choose whatever courses you like that are in the game. Which, I don't get that, but who cares? I have a lot of fun online just getting my VR score, aka your dick size, all the way up to 2500 plus. I love it. And I like the fact that you can also host tournaments too, and they can go on weekly as weekly too. So that is pretty cool. I actually joined in a few tournaments actually. The PK Sparks tournament, the Carbonomani tournament. It's pretty cool. And stuff. Yeah. So if I ever do get the urge to stream Mario Kart 8 into the mix, if I do stream Mario Kart 8, it will probably be mostly online worldwide races, or the occasional tournament, whatevs, and I'll be trending that thing on Twitter. Yeah. And actually, that's not all for the online, because online also includes Mario Kart TV, which basically after every race, you can take a look at the replay of the race, and it's the best thing ever. It's the best replay function that Nintendo has ever put out, because you can fast forward, rewind, and you can do slow-mo, which is perfect for getting all the little details that Mario Kart 8 has to offer. Like the Mario Kart TV, trucks, the things in Sunshine Airport, like Galaxy Air, or like Galaxy Air, and the feathers that the Toads have. Those are actually the feathers from the original Mario Kart game, Super Mario Kart. Rainbow Road has like one of the best details in the game, because you're up on a night sky in a Rainbow Road over a city that's basically like Paris and San Francisco combined, because you see a little lighthouse and all these trains going off in the background, and it's just, I freaking love the detail in Mario Kart 8. There's a lot of little details that you wouldn't even notice. Like, in Toad's Turnpike, there is actually a little bit of a sign that says, that advertises a radio station, and it says 64 megahertz. Obviously referencing the fact that this game came from Mario Kart 64. Yeah. And, I also love the little sponsors too, like, Roy... Roy something, basically they have sponsors from, things as well. That's in the end credit sequence as well, like, this game was brought to you by these fake sponsors. I just love it. It's brilliant. And that's not all for Mario Kart TV. As you can do highlight reels, you can also edit the highlight reels to see what other racers were doing. You can choose to action items, big hits, everything. You can set it to 30, 60, or even just the full race. And that's pretty cool. But the really cool thing is that you can actually upload these highlights to YouTube, which I've done 3 of already, sponsor, and yeah, it's really fun to see what sort of replay and what sort of close calls that you can see on Mario Kart TV, because those are actually real people playing Mario Kart 8, just enjoying the heck out of the feature. So, yeah. But of course, in order to do that, and of course the time trials, which is basically leaderboards, you have to post to Miiverse, and if you don't do that, the admins will delete that post, which is stupid! Yeah, that happened to me because I didn't draw anything on there, therefore my post was deleted on a Mario Kart 8 time trial. Yeah. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and go to graphics. I can honestly say until Smash Brothers comes out, or at least until, like, I don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles X comes out, this game is basically the best looking first party Nintendo game ever made. It runs at a full 1080p HD, and it looks beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Like, I already mentioned that Rainbow Road looks visually stunning, and the N64 one as well. Mount Wario looks so realistically cool. And one course I didn't even mention, Electrodrome, which is Strip Club Mario, is just so visually stunning as a nightclub would be. It's just so amazing. There's just stuff happening and stuff. And especially all the retro courses being brought into the HD light. Like, you would never think that Moo Moo Meadows in HD would look so gorgeous, and it does. Because even though Mario Kart Wii does really good in colors, not so great in textures. But Moo Moo Meadows from Mario Kart Wii looks absolutely amazing. It's so great. And so great! It's great! But yeah, this game looks absolutely gorgeous, and even if you look at the highlight reels in slow motion, you would notice all the little graphical details that the game has. Like skid marks. I even freaked out at the fact that they had skid marks. It's just, oh my god. Yeah. But anyway, enough about the graphics. Initiate gush mode about the music in 3, 2, 1. Doop! Oh my god, I love the music in Mario Kart 8 so much! But yeah, okay. So the music in Mario Kart 8 is recorded live. It's all recorded live with live instruments, and it is the best soundtrack in Mario Kart. I can't get enough of pretty much every single track. Well, almost every single track. I love Mario Kart Stadium. I love Mario Circuit. I love all the music of Star Cup. I love Sunshine Airport, Electrodrome, Dolphin Shoals, that saxophone, and Mount Wario too. And Bowser's Castle, so heavy metal, it's not even funny. Cloud Top Cruise, Gusty Garden remix in there, yeah. Rainbow Road, it's a good one. It's good. N64 Rainbow Road remix, oh my god. The N64 Rainbow Road song in general is just one of my favorite pieces of music in video games. Well, maybe it's just because I love the melody of the such, and the Mario Kart 8 remix is just so gloriously live band. But still, I will say that the F-Zero expansion kit version is definitely my more favorite version of the two, because I love rock music. It's great. And yeah. And yeah, just the soundtrack is just amazing. Like, from the title screen alone, you know you're gonna get a glorious soundtrack. And even the end credits theme too It's just so great. Like, I'm really liking the fact that Nintendo is just more using live music like they did in Super Mario 3D World. It's just brilliant. The music is just brilliant, and it fits every single area that they do. Toad Harbor is all 80s. Sunshine Airport is airport music. Electrodrome is basically disco wave. And, yeah. I just love the soundtrack in Mario Kart 8 so much. Nintendo, release a soundtrack on iTunes like you did for Pokemon. Do it. Just do it. But what I can say for Mario Kart 8 is just it's my new favorite racing game. It's just my new favorite racing game. Just the amount of little detail in the game is just fantastic. I love the graphics. I love the soundtrack. The gameplay is just as tight and frustrating as ever. And all that great stuff. But one thing I can say, though, is that I can say I'm kind of against it is... well, kind of sort of against it, is the fact that I kind of played this right after I played Mario Kart 7. Which Mario Kart 7 is already a good Mario Kart as it is, and Mario Kart 8 is better. But I just had a hell of an experience getting characters. Like, one thing that's really weird about this game is that the characters you unlock are at random, and it's only the Mii character that... And it's only Mii's that are always 8th in line. Like, unlocking everything is just random. Like, you could get, like, one playthrough, you can get Rosalina first, and in my case, in my first playthrough, I got Rosalina, like, second to last, I think. Like, Flower Cup and Banana Cup were just hard for me. Because I think I had, like, worse luck, really. I kept getting screwed, and I had to retry, and retry so many times, because in order to get characters, you need the gold trophy, and I needed that, so I had to restart over and over again. But, at the very least, I got increments of 50 and 100 coins to get me vehicle parts, which I'm still unlocking vehicle parts to this day. There's so many of them, holy crap, like, the amount of body, wheels, and gliders. It's just crazy. I don't think I've even unlocked all of them in Mario Kart 7 yet, which is a weird thing, so there you go. But in short, Mario Kart 8 is my new favorite racing game of all time. It's just amazing how Nintendo can just take their franchise and transition to HD so well. It just gives me extremely high hopes that Smash 3DS will... Well, no, not Smash 3DS. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will have great online. And... yeah, just great online in general. So, there you go. Mario Kart 8. If it's not for any other games on the Wii U, I say, if it's not for Super Mario 3D World, it's this game that you should definitely get for your Wii U. Just get it. It's amazing. So, with my screen going into sleep mode, I'll see you guys on the next edition of Platinum Impressions, whenever that will be, because... stuff. See you guys on the next time.